is Sunday, something like the 19th of August, and I'm in Oslo, down at the piers in the city, and you can see there's some historical ships there, and there's a whole food market over there, and there's a festival thing going on here, and here's the big maritime building, and going around this side we're about to go on a cruise on these Oslo sightseeing fjord cruise. It's pretty nice, a lovely day, Sunday. So we're still down by the waterside. That's the town hall where annually the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded, and across the square from the town hall is the Nobel Peace Center, which is basically a museum and the history of the Nobel Peace Prize, which of course is awarded in Oslo, Norway. This can't be the midday gun because it's not midday. So maybe we're being invaded by, I don't know what, but that's like a castle rampart up there. There you go. You can hear it echoing. We're on the cruise. We're about to leave on our 2-hour cruise of the fjord. Get the picture? I'll just show you everybody else cringing. These are the people on our table. And then we're at the back of the ship, otherwise known as the stern. Sailing along on the fjord, and that's the sort of cruise boat that we're on. And high up there you can see where the cannons were being shot from the ramparts there, 21 guns. So we figured it might have been something pretty important, some king come to town.
Up on the hill, you can see the fortress of Akershus. Akershus was originally built as a medieval castle in the year 1299 under King Haakon V of Norway.
And of course you can always go on the Arcadia, a multi-level cruise ship which has come from Southampton and is on its way, 2,000 passengers. Each with their own little veranda thing. Sort of a luxury yacht parked in front of it. Looks like, well, it looks like
You can see a yellow building with colourful decorations on its front. This is the office of a design company called Snøhetta.
Yeah, and the ferry going around the Oslo Fjord. It's absolutely lovely. The weather's fantastic. And there's Bev scratching in her bag for a...
The cannon bang that you just heard at 1 o'clock was to salute the Crown Princess of Norway, Mette-Marit.
This is the National Opera House, designed to look like a glacier with a rooftop view out over the fjord. Passing the Christian Radic. It looks like a sail training vessel to, that's my imagination, it's one of their big square riggers. Somewhat controversial development, apparently. They call them the barcode flats, and there's apparently a bit of unhappiness about the height and so on.
For an exception
You can see the glacial till.
this was granted, and there's no...
Behind those people there, you can see this is an island, and that's glacial till. Behind those people there. Very old lighthouse on the fjord, currently still working as a lighthouse, very old. Standing up over near the bridge of the sailing ship, to show you all of the people having a cruise of the fjord in Norway, and looks like a ferry station over there. It's fortunate with the weather, very nice weather. These are bathing houses along the edge of the fjord, going back to the days when it was immodest to appear in your bathing costume. And so you had a house up the hill and a little stairway coming down to your very own bathing house, and now we're getting away from some of the locals. See the still, so there you are, isn't that lovely?
They still have landing houses anywhere.
So it seems to be the National Theatre Performance Centre. They had the Eurovision Song Contest there. It's quite attractive.
The small lighthouse just outside Vigelan is called Glimse and was built in 1874. Since 1992, it has been possible to rent the house for private parties, and it's still in use as a lighthouse and is a well-known navigation mark for sailors approaching Oslo.
I saw sediments in the harbour at Oslo. You can see the rhythmical deposits of the tillite from the glacier. It's pretty amazing, really. So we're on the bridge with all these sculptures along the edge of the bridge of human forms, rather chunky looking people look like they're doing exercises really. And then it leads up to this fountain in the far distance. I'll just take you in there. It's sort of a fountain arrangement. And then this carved obelisk up at the top of the hill. So that's where we're heading. Have a look at the sculptures. Oh, it seems to be the centerpiece, well, one of the centerpieces of this garden is this sculpture with the figures holding up the bowl and the water overflowing. And then all around are these figures they look like under trees or something, all around the edge of the pond. And then once again going all the way up to the sort of obelisk with carved figures on it up at the top where we're going now. Here we are in Vigelan, and this is this sculptured column of bodies really, which is this sort of centerpiece of the Vigelan garden, I guess. And give you a look at some of the detail of the sculpture. And then if I take you back, and you can see there, it's on a plinth with other figures, carved figures around. And then if I swing around to where we've been and look down here, you can see that's elevated. So we're looking back down the gardens, the little canal and the fountain that we saw before over there. So that's Vigelan for you, the sculpture garden in Oslo. Here we are in the Oslo airport, waiting to board a plane for Kirkenes on the 20th of August. I just thought you might like to see what a lovely airport this is in terms of Scandinavian architectural taste. See those big concrete pillars on the right there with metal supports going up to the roof, and then you've got that beautiful wood and sort of grey screening that runs all the way down there.